Well, next month, we'll see a para-equestrian athlete looking to cross the Andes on horseback for the first time. Vanessa Van Arken, who is based and training right here in Ottawa, joins us this morning to tell us more about this adventure. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Melissa. Thank you.
Thanks for coming on today. Can you kind of give us the details on what will be happening over the coming weeks?
Yeah, I'm sure. We are planning an expedition, and we've all been training really hard. We'll be leaving on the 20th of February to be the first para-equestrian to cross the Andes from Argentina into Chile.
Amazing. So what does it entail to be able to do something like this, an expedition like this?
Well, obviously we have to modify a lot of the trek for somebody who's a wheelchair user. So we'll be taking Steph's wheelchair, who's our para-equestrian this time, and putting it onto the mules that will be coming with us on our trek. We're going by horseback riding so that she can obviously partake fully. And the whole team have trained to lift and mount Steph on and off a horse.
Wow.
We also have all discussed the medical needs of Steph so that we can support her as fully as possible. And all of us have like our own reasons to do this trek as well.
Yeah.
The trek will be 7 days, 143 kilometers at a minimum, and up to 4,400 meters ascent. So we're looking at really high altitudes. We're all going to have to take altitude sickness medication, and all of us need to be really fit with our lungs and our hearts to make sure we can cope as much as possible with that.
And so why did you want to partake in this expedition?
Well, I have actually done a smaller version of this with Steph before, and in that one I was chosen personally to take part as a member of the full team. And I just found it life-changing, to be honest, to be able to be outside, to show what my body can do, what women can do outdoors, what girls can hopefully aspire to do. And in this case, also disabled people, and allowing them with the right support to be able to achieve something incredible. A world's first is incredibly rare these days. And to be able to do that is just giving something to the community worldwide to show people can do things.
And it seems like a lot of challenges could come your way. How did you prepare for some of these challenges that you could be faced with?
Oh my word, it has been hard, yeah. So like I said, we've all been training really hard, and you might see from our social media that we do a lot of training, a lot of running, lifting weights, and of course horse riding. Maybe not so much for me in Ottawa.
Yeah.
From a medical point of view, I've done the Advanced Wilderness First Aid course here in Canada, which is very different to a first aid course in the UK. And we're obviously talking about places where you can only get a helicopter in 3 hours later, or only descend because you've got altitude sickness. So that was a really interesting aspect of doing that training. And then as a team together, we're learning all of this kind of social media, being on the news, which is great, trying to get our message out there. Fundraising is obviously a huge part of being in the team, and making sure that we can have enough money to get to the end point and being able to achieve this world's first.
And any challenges for the horses going on a trek this long?
So yeah, actually the horses are going to struggle a little bit. So we are using Peruvian Paso horses, which is a paced horse, very different for all British riders. And so it's paced, it walks slightly differently. It's going to be really uncomfortable when we first get there trying to work that out. They're from Peru, so they're used to being at high altitude, and they're really sturdy, hardy horses. So they should be okay, but the altitude ascent one day is 1,500 meters and back down. And that is quite hard for them. So they will have a day off. And then when we get to the border with Chile, we're going to have to change from Peruvian Pasos to Chilean Criollo horses, because there's like a sanitary reason on the border there. And they are also a paced horse, and again, they're bred in the mountains, so they should be good for it.
Okay, wow, sounds like an absolute once in a lifetime adventure. How can people follow along? Because people can follow your journey.
Oh yeah, please follow us on Instagram or Facebook, Equine Para Adventures.
Yes.
And we also have a GoFundMe if anyone would like to donate some money to help us get up to those mountains and do our world's first.
Amazing, incredible. Well, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us here today.
Thank you.